should be a little bit on the interesting side. I already put some of this on there, and the stuff that I was talking about is not made by Permatex. It's made by Felpro, and it's called Felco Bond. They don't make it anymore. This is what I've used ever since, but I put just enough on here to say that I got some on here. There's not a lot on there. You don't need a lot. You just need a thin coat, that's all. Doesn't take a lot. So the way this is going to go, this is going to go up here. I may have to do something with this here piston because I think it's going to be in the way. Let's just put this back up here. Like so. Grab a bolt, stick it back in there. I guess I probably should have got a wrench. I goofed. Okay. These will all just start right in real easy, like you don't want to tighten them up yet. Like I said, you don't want to tighten them up yet, because you're probably going to have to jockey it around a little bit. Get things started. Like so. Probably if I wasn't using my hands, it'd just screw right in. Like that. And now I am going to use an impact. I'm going to put this on number 1. It's maybe a cheap impact, but it was all I could afford. So, but these bolts are part of the 3-point hitch, so I do want to make sure they're tight, but I don't want to over tighten them with this, because this thing will pound them right on there in real good shape. A little tighter than you need. So. Just check them. That does a pretty good job. They're pretty tight. Yeah, they're all tight. These are only 3/8 bolts, and I've seen a lot of people use impact tools on nuts and bolts today, and they way over tighten everything on aluminum blocks, cars, you name it. You got to be very careful when you're using a cordless. This is a cheap one, yeah, I know, but this impact here will do a lot of damage. A lot of people in shops got expensive ones, Snap-on, Mac, those kind of things, and they do a really good job. So from here, it's pretty much reverse order. This piston's got to go back down in here. So we'll take this, put this back down here. Steady that there for a minute. There's only one pin that goes in there, and it's this one. And I'm gonna coat it with some grease here, because these things don't get a lot of grease. Usually, once the tractor's together, nobody goes out there and nobody greases anything. That would be like trying to take care of stuff, you know what I mean. So a little preventative maintenance goes a long ways. Okay, so it'll probably get wiped off and shit, but whatever. Excuse my language again. So this goes back down here, and this pin will come out in between here, and kind of the deal with this here is that this pin here, it goes in one way. You got a oh crap. You got a slip pin that goes in here, but it doesn't go on the outside. You push this piston over all the way, and then you slide this in there, and you search through the grease there, and you find a pin hole, and then you put it back in there. Okay, so there's that one. Now we'll do the top one. Pretty simple. It's not rocket science. It helps if you got a extra hand, but I never have. Pretty much do everything by myself. It's the way it's always been. I think I remember a Waylon Jennings songs. Or maybe it was Neil Young. I don't know. One of the two. Or maybe it was Johnny Cash. I don't know. One of them guys. So again, you got a pin up on top of here, and we're going to drop this pin down in here. Just because it likes to live right there. Oh, crap all over my hands here. Hopefully you got better rags than I do. I'm stole a couple of towels off the wife and ripped them up into rags, so that's what I got there. So this is pretty much the reverse order of putting it back together. We got a long video here, so I'm probably gonna have to call it quits, but the rest is pretty much elementary. You just put your pins back in there and you're all done. Fill it up with oil.